Welcome to the class, my dear students. In today's lecture, again I am going to do some more problems to make you to understand how to accept or reject the hypothesis. So let us have a read now. A researcher claims that the average wind speed in a certain city is 8 miles per hour. That means the population mean is given. A sample of 32 days and is greater than 30, so it is a large sample as an average wind speed of 8.2 miles per hour. So this is average speed of the sample. So it is x bar is given. The standard deviation of the population is 0.6, sigma is given. At alpha is equal to 0.05, that means 95% confidence. Is there enough evidence to reject the claim? So what is your observation here? Is it greater than or less than something was given? No. So it is very much clear that it is two-tailed. Correct? So now let us now write down one by one. What was given in the problem is the population mean, that is mu, is given by 8. And the sample n is given as 32, so it is clear that it is large sample. And x bar is given as 8.2 miles per hour. And the standard deviation, population standard deviation is given as 0.6. And alpha is given as 0.05. When you say alpha is 0.05, what is that means it is at what 95% confidence level. So at this 95% confidence 95% confidence level. So what is the value of Z alpha equal to 0.05? Z statistic, the calculated value, Z alpha calculated value at 95% confidence level. What is that value? We know at 95%, and it is two-tail. One more thing. Okay, before writing that two-tail or one-tail, to get this value, first you write down what is the null hypothesis. The null hypothesis is H naught. H naught is given by mu is equal to 8. And what is the alternate hypothesis? The alternate hypothesis is given by H1 is given by mu not equal to 8. So it is very much clear that it is two-tailed. So in two-tailed, what is the Z alpha statistic calculated? It is 1.96 in two-tailed, as since it is two-tailed. So now what is the Z statistics we have to find out? Z is given by what? X bar minus mu over sigma by square root of n. This is the formula. So we know everything now. What is X bar is 8.2, and what is mu is 8 over sigma 0.6 over n square root of 32. So let us do this calculation to get the value as 1. When now we get the value as 1.8856 by using your calculator, you find out. Now therefore, what is the this is what the calculated value. So and Z this is Z table value, I'm sorry, this is Z table value is 1.96. So it is 1.88 and this is 1.96. So what can you say about this? It is Z calculated value is less than Z table value. So we can conclude that Z calculated value is less than Z table value, implies that we accept the null hypothesis, accept H naught, or you can also say that reject H1. This is what the question. Now if you, for our understanding, when you draw the curve now under the normal curve, so since it is two-tailed, it is like this. Okay, this is what the two-tailed. And now what is the Z calculated value we got? 1.88. So this is minus 1.88 here, and this is 1.88 here. This is what you can understand. Yes, I hope you are able to understand what is the level of significance and how to accept or reject the null hypothesis, or you can find out what is the values here. It is given whether it is two-tailed or one-tailed. By reading the problem carefully, you can do it. Okay, let us now see one more problem. A test was given to a large group of boys who scored an average of 64.5. So population mean is given. The same test was given to a group of 400 boys. So n is 400, large sample, who scored in an average of 62.5. So x bar is given. Standard deviation is given 12.5 as a standard deviation. So examine that the difference is significant or not. So now he has given you any confidence level. I think group is the difference is significant. At 95% confidence, alpha equal to 0.05. That was not mentioned here. So we have to write at alpha is equal to significant at alpha is equal to let us write down this as 0.05. 0.05. So this is what the question. At alpha is equal to 0.05. Okay, let us now have a look about this problem. So what was given? Mu is given as 64.5. And what is n? N is given as 400. So it is large sample. And the average, what is x bar, is 62.5. And what is sigma is 12.5. And what is alpha? 0.05. So it is 95% confidence level. Now, is it one tail or two tail? It is two tail, because it was none of thing is who scored an average of this. The same test was given to a group who scored an average of this. So with less than that one or greater than or something is not asked. So what is the null hypothesis now? Mu is equal to 64.5, and the alternate hypothesis is mu is not equal to 64.5 because it is two-tailed now. So it is very much clear that it is not mentioned anything in the problem that is less than or greater than a value. So this is what two-tailed. So at the value z alpha, calculated value at 95% confidence in the two-tail is 1.96. So I'm sorry, it is z alpha table value. Okay, now we want to find out what is z calculated value is given by x bar minus mu over sigma by square root of n. What is x bar? 62.5. And what is mu? Mu is given by 64.5 over sigma is 12.5 over square root of n is square root of 400. So let us do this calculation using your calculator. You will get the value of z calculated value is how much? Let us say it is 3.2. Now, therefore, what you can say? Z calculated value is 3.2 and Z table value is 1.96. So, very much clear that Z calculated value is greater than Z tabulated value, and therefore, what you can say? Reject the, since it is greater than the Z tabulated value, reject the null hypothesis or accept the alternate hypothesis, which is H1. I hope you are able to understand. So this is what the way to reject or accept the hypothesis of the population standard deviation is given when the population standard deviation is given. I hope you could understand. Thank you.